Thank you for being here for me. Curious, supportive. Mickey, I'm glad to have you close to me. We really need you today. I am shaking a little, so there's definitely nerves in my body. So I need you to tell me what I always tell you. Breathe, relax, ground yourself. We're going to start with this because I think that's going to be the better introduction, and then we'll take it from there. But thank you for being here. It's an amazing moment for me you're in. Shall we go?
What's the value of life if you're not in your best health to live? Drained, burdened, depleted, devoid of inspiration. Life has a way of bringing us to our knees. A harsh awakening. Neglected backache, hearts craving solace, thoughts chipping away at our self-esteem. When did this reality become our accepted standard? Stop for a moment. Imagine a life where you're not simply existing, but actively thriving, where each day radiates with vitality, purpose, and joy, where every moment holds the potential for growth. Life is far more than merely getting through the day. Life is fulfillment. Life is purpose. Life is peace of mind. Welcome to Authentik Wellness, where we believe in affordable, holistic well-being that addresses the body, heart, and head. Here, we compassionately guide you towards uncovering the why behind your challenges and empower you with the how of your unique wellness journey. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Authentik Wellness acknowledges that no whole can be optimal if any one of its parts are not healthy. Only focusing on one part cannot lead to your full potential. Using our dedicated platform, you can easily start implementing small daily choices that evolve into habits which promote optimal well-being. Stay on track with your unique wellness goals and monitor your progress towards a vibrant life. Accomplish challenging but achievable milestones in your personalized wellness plan, specific to your needs. Genuinely connect with passionate, certified coaches for one-to-one support on your individual journey. Access and explore a library of essential expert wellness resources anytime, anywhere. With Authentik Wellness, it is all about the courage to take achievable steps leading to sustained health, fulfillment, and peace of mind. Your wellness path carries the heaviest weight and the biggest impact. Get it right and add active, healthy, and joyful years to your life. Miss it and risk losing everything. Begin your journey today with Authentik Wellness. Take our free wellness assessment and explore all that Authentik Wellness has to offer in our free 21-day trial. Take a chance on yourself to heal, grow, and forever transform. If not now, then when? Drained,
That was not supposed to happen. Yes, see, this moment is real now. 3 years, 3 attempts, a lot of ups and downs. I'm so thankful that I'm my mum's daughter because I've got more guts and brain. Because I would have never ever started this if I knew it was waiting for me and the rest of the team. But we persevered, and I truly, genuinely, with my whole heart believe that this is the way forward. For practitioners, individuals, any single person that is interested in wellness and to be well. And I think together we can all feel, think and be better and change this world into a place where there's more prosperity, more fulfillment and more purpose. So, I am going to fail in getting 23 years and 3 years done in 45 minutes, so I already accept my failure there. I'm now going to try to convey a philosophy for you, because my aim for you would be to leave the studio today with something significant, a catalyst that you can take out of you, that you can go and implement in your life, in your body, your heart, or your head. So that would be the first thing that I would love to achieve, for you to walk out of here with value for your time, because you've made an effort to be here for me today and for us today. So when you listen and I ask you a question, it is a genuine question. It's a question that I really, really want you to ask yourself. And sometimes you're going to have to go in a little bit and reflect a bit, but it's really important that it's real. And then the rest is just, I hope I don't waffle. Who's going to stop me when I waffle? There's someone that needs to go down. Okay, gotcha. And if I go too fast, we manage that too. And thank you for being here for me. Let's go. So my first question to you is, genuinely, what is the most important thing in your life? Like, if you now had to put a pen in your hand and you need to actually open a book, you need to write down, the most important thing in my life is. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to just turn back in your diary, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, a month. And I want you to actually go through the diary and show yourself where have you allocated time and energy and resources for that thing that you say is the most important thing in your life. So loads of people, when I ask what is the most important thing for you, the first thing I get is health. The second thing, family. So I say to them, great, awesome. What do you do in your life for yourself and your family to be healthy? What does that look like? What is health? Is it 15 minutes a day, end of the day, once a week, once a month? What is health? What is wellness? How do I manage my resources, my energy, my focus, my dedication to make time for the thing that's the most important thing in my life? So now we need to go back to the diary and we need to say again, okay, what is the most important thing in my life right now, and what does that reflect in my life? Is it work? Is it achievement? What is it? As long as it reflects, it's fine. My second question is existential question. Psychotherapists, coaches, functional fitness instructors. Anyone in here says, can any one of us heal anyone with a broken spirit? So you come to me and you say to me, my back is sore, my shoulder pain, this, that, and the other. If your spirit is broken, if my spirit is broken, can I ever be well? So now we go on. I then, in 3 years of studying people, so most of you informed me directly and the decisions that's on this platform, and a lot of you indirectly, subconsciously, consciously. So I've been studying people for the last 23 years of my career, and in the last 3 years intensely. Why is things the way they are? Why does things not work? And I had to come up with one word. So I asked the group to challenge me, and I said they need one word out of me, because there were 100. And I said discipline. Discipline. It has to be discipline. Discipline is the strongest form of self-love. Discipline is ignoring something you want right now for something better later on. Discipline reveals the commitment you have to your dreams, especially on those days that you don't want to. Your future is depending on the current you. Keep the promises that you made yesterday. You made those promises yourself, keep them. Now, we're not going to say we're all lazy and we're all pathetic and this and that and the other. If I do something and I don't have peace of mind, if I don't have a very, very high level of trust that this very difficult journey that I'm embarking on is not going to get to a point where I'm going to feel genuinely better and get a result, my discipline is going to win. So the problem that we have now, what I find myself with the people that come over my path, is there's a huge overestimation of self-restraint, self-discipline, energy resources, huge overestimation. And there's a huge underestimation of the gravity of the situation that is facing us. So if we think of that scale, we're sitting with a bit of a disaster, isn't it? Because I think I'm much better than what I am, and I think I've got much more resources than I have, but it's actually the other way around. So the balance is completely distorted. And if we think about wellness around us in the world, we don't have to go far. We can go directly in our own families. We can look at depression, back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, anxiety, inabilities to switch off, being consumed. We really don't have to go far to see things wilting around us. Now, I dress myself into a garden. The garden gives me my answers in my life. So that's where I get my head and my heart clean when things become a bit too much. But when I see wilting plants in front of me, it really affects me. It makes me genuinely sad. And I want to do something to help to make it better. And I'm at the place now that I need a lot of help from a lot of people so that we can combine that effort. Okay, so catalysts I've spoken about. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about a timeline, so what happens in our lives, how it affects us, and then we're going to talk about zones of being, and then we're going to talk quickly about the medical practices past and now, and then fingers crossed we get a solution. Fingers tightly crossed. Okay, my little life started 47 years ago. I'm 47 years old. I have to say that loud to believe that myself. I was born into this world with an emergency C-section. Apparently my heart was under distress and the doctor told my mother, it was alone in the labor ward in that time, I think my father was pacing the walls outside, that this baby needs to come out. So she came out with a bang. I was here to make a difference, I think. I'm not going to go through my whole lifeline. I'm going to take 3 things that impacted me a lot. One of them was when I was 10, when a netball ball fell on my head and I had severe brain damage. The second one was when my headmaster of my primary school declared me trash when I was 12 years old in front of the whole school. Top of his lungs, Ferrara, you will never in your life be anything better than trash. And he threw me, my case, out of his classroom and I had to walk around the building to go and pick up my pencils and put it into my little case. Unbelievably humiliating moment in my life. But you know what? That made me resilient. And I thought by myself, I'm not going to say now what I thought about him because my husband told me I shouldn't spend my potential and talents in swearing. There's going to be one swear word though. I thought myself the other day, you were right. I am trash. I am shit. I'm a fertilizer. I make things grow. So I want you to think of fertilizer. Spring coming now, and I want you to really think of fertilizer in your garden. Not nice, doesn't smell particularly nice, it's quite abrupt and a bit, don't necessarily want to wear. When you get that fertilizer into the ground, things do happen and things do grow. So I now 47 say, thank you, Rolf van der Berg, because you're true, I am a fertilizer. Then we're going to go back to 2016 when I had my arm crash. So I had 10% chance to remain keeping my arm. So 2 specialists said to me, we must amputate now to keep the elbow. One said, whoa, and I looked in that person's eyes, will never forget that person's eyes, and I had 48 hours to keep my arm. So I was physiotherapist, athlete, everything in the age of 24. And I think to myself, okay, great, this is not fantastic. When we work through life and life turns out and it's not exactly as we wanted it to be, and we keep on going through life and start to feel dissonant and depressed, then I think there is a real place in life to start to look back, go to psychotherapists, go to help, look back and start to see what is the influences in my life that got me to here. From here forward, we work with coaches. What is it I want to have in my life? What is not working now? Now I've got choice. So I was born in South Africa, Protestant Afrikaans schooling, survival of the fittest, only the top 2 in anything got anywhere. So you worked your socks off and you competed your socks off so that you can go to the next level. Then I got into this country as an immigrant, second language. I had to really fight for my place here. So for me, the easiest, safest place in the world is just to go back, to study more and to work harder, to the point of exhaustion and burning myself out. I understand that about myself now. So I can say, whoa, here she's going automatically, go and work. Suze, what are you avoiding? What is the cost of all of this achievement and working? Now I've got the awareness and I can make a better choice, I hope. So, my priority in my life is wellness. We don't have to go through my diary day by day, minute by minute. We can just take 3 years and we just can cut it out from COVID and we can just say, boom, that was her life. 100% preoccupied, 7 days a week. My family, my friends, my closest people is the happiest people in the whole world that today is today. Because I've got no more credits left. Everyone is fed up and done with me. I am the most boring person in the table. All I can do is Authentik Wellness SFS. So I now absolutely have to change my life today for a more balanced life, where I have time for golf and creativity and don't put my husband to bed 9 o'clock at night. There's a television to escape to Netflix to go and find something more interesting. But it is such a big mission, and I started to realize that through COVID, when the walls came crashing down, SF Studios closed, we still had to pay rent, still need to go back now and pay rent, full rent in September. Something is not working. Something really is not working. What are we going to do? And I decided, segmental shift, 50% better is not even going to make it work. It has to be exponentially better. And this is the work then that I deliver to you today. I think of people, all of the people I've ever touched, worked with, coached with, in 5 categories. Minus, sub-minus, passive assisted, active assisted, independent with supervision. So every person, I'm not pigeonholing, I'm just thinking that is where we are. And what I want you to do is life is not static, it's dynamic now. We go in, we go out, we go through. So from independent supervision, a master can also come crash down to sub-zero. I want you to start to think in terms of your body, your physical well-being, your health. I want you to think of your emotional well-being, your relationships, your heart. And I want you to start to think of your cognitive well-being, the way you work. You can start to find little places in which you slot in. So I am completely, totally obsessed with work. I work from 7 till 7 in the morning till the night. Emotional stuff, forget it. Not even going there. In any case, that's private, doesn't matter. Body, doesn't matter. Put it away. I can say I work with incredible teams, collaborative. With each and every single one has got a spade. We're in the garden together. Everyone pulls their weight. Do you know what? Someone says they're going to do something and they do it. Isn't that incredible? Is it not amazing to think that you can count on someone? Think, shucks, you've actually done what you said you're going to do. I never have to worry if you're going to do it. My children, collaborative state, active assisted. I hear it's going really well with the parents these days. Children do absolutely everything that they need to do as arranged beforehand. Passive assisted, come to physio, back is sore. Why is your back sore? I don't know. What are you going to do about it? I don't know. What do you want me to do? Take my pain away. I'm so tired, so exhausted that I can't do anything. But if you don't do your exercises, I'm too tired. I'm just too tired to even turn up for anything. That kind of therapy there in the private world becomes unbelievably expensive. Because you're going to pay £185 for a physiotherapy session that's going to make you feel incrementally better, and then you need to go home, change your posture, do your exercises, come back, tell the physio what's working, not working, but you're coming back to say, sorry, I haven't had the time. So we don't want our patient to stay in passive assisted for too long. In severe cases of exhaustion, trauma, yes, of course we treat, we all need treatment, but we need to start to move to that side of the curve. Independent, fantastic. Is it not amazing to be independent, to do your own thing by yourself, be motivated, inspired, confident that you're doing the right thing? Over independence, also not a great thing. Sometimes we can see that someone is a little bit few degrees off, sometimes much. Plants are getting planted upside down. But God help them, vulnerability, asking out for help, rather keep on. drive harder, drive faster, do more. Independent, independent, independent. Supervision, we do see a little bit of people that's got 10 specialists looking after them, flying to Germany, Austria, London, Harley Street, unbelievable specialists, the best of the best of the best. And in the cycles of supervision, that also becomes a little bit scary to observe that. We also need to be able to do stuff without supervision. However, independent with supervision is such an unbelievable privilege. We sit in London, we've got access to so much resources that we can go to masters and we can say, yes, can you help me to do this better? Can you bring a new set of eyes? Can we do something better than I can do myself? So you're going to get Tom and Jerry little cards when you go out. So it's the individual states. Tom and Jerry's inspired those little cards. That looks a little bit different than the presentation. That's more my kind of card. And I want you to take it home with you. And I want you to go to your diary where you wrote your priority down. Go a little bit in your back, and then I want you to start to think a little bit when you start something and what zones you are and what you expect the outcome to be. Right, little Camille. She's got my full example. I've got full permission to use Camille as an example. Camille has lost half of her body weight. Camille was never on the beach because she told us that she hated the beach. She didn't like the sand between her toes. She was never up in the mountains because she had unstable knees and ankles. She had osteoarthritis in her knees, so the doctor said that she shouldn't climb the mountains. Running, not even. Said Camille could literally not walk 100 meters anymore. She had metabolism problems. Life was just not great. So Camille and myself worked in a wellness package. I was able to have a conversation with her, a truthful conversation. And we started to talk a little bit about her boyfriend at the time, Wasim. And we started to understand that the values in Camille's life was not really reflected in the relationship. But Camille was very, very scared that she'll never ever get a boyfriend again. The confidence went down, 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 and the weight increased, increased, increased. Camille is now training for half a marathon. Flavian is her new boyfriend. I think they're gonna get married next year. And she's more fulfilled than her entire life ever. She's got purpose, she's got confidence, she smiles, she laughs, she loves life. It was a 3-year journey to get her here. It took a nutritionist, a psychotherapist, and a functional movement therapist. And she's now pretty much independent, and she chooses to have a coach that she checks in every now and then, but she's well on her way. If you ask Camille now, was the sacrifice worth it? How much money did it cost? Camille would just say to you, whatever it cost, I would have paid 10 times more. Was it sacrifice? It's the sacrifice to get your life back. So from genuinely suicidal to total prosperity within 3 years. Discipline, unbelievable amount of discipline. Sacrifice, yes, sacrifice. Support, support. But she got it. And she's my living example of we can do that. Medical history in the past. So we've got physiotherapists that works by themselves, we've got fitness instructors that's trying to make it by themselves, psychotherapists, we all try our hardest best to get our clients better. I qualified as a physiotherapist in 2001, so we need to now think of iPhones, iPads, Apples. We need to go really before computer phase. Now, when I treated patients, most of my patients were active. Most of my patients had a hobby, they had a sport that they do, they did stuff. They actually participated in life in an active way. I treated people that had operations after accidents, sports people that are rehabilitated for a purpose to back in sport. Our caseloads today looks very, very, very different. My patients sit from morning to night, they drive a car, they then go and socialize in front of a television, and then they on their mobile phones, and then they go to bed, I think they manage to get to the toilet and back themselves. The Deliveroo comes in and Amazon's comes in, and so somewhere someone is making a hell of a lot of money and we are absolutely compromised to no point. So my question now is what are you actually actively doing for yourself? what do you actually do to create something that you feel proud of, that you work at and you say, shucks, job well done, that was quite satisfactory. And you know what, I'm hungry because I've actually worked for calories. You know, medical insurance, private medical insurance, I stopped private medical insurance 5 years ago. Very quick. I have to write in a report something that I know that will not impact the client for future claims. Chronic, anything chronic is after 6 months. Most of my people come in 3 months. I'm not allowed to say the word chronic. I need to get patients better in 6 sessions. Otherwise I get a black thing. Patient comes in and say to me, I've got 6 sessions, but when you write a letter, we can ask for more. That's the first thing that they come in. Compliance for private medical insurance clients is 7%. So my success in my life is my results of my client. I actually want people to get better, not to take money from a person that I know in my deepest of hearts I make a minuscule difference. So I said, shit Susie, us here is pretty dire straits and this is really impacting you because your plant keep on withering and you are actively treating that plant but your plant's wither. I said to myself, can't do that. So I said this to myself, I think we need to go back to having to pay for the treatment because maybe then we're a little bit more incentivized. If you think of your private practices, your medical insurances, shucks, George. George. Take NHS. NHS is struggling at the moment. Now South Africa doesn't have an NHS, so we need to be grateful for NHS. If you, I don't know, when was the last time Chris tried to call an ambulance? 5 hours waiting and had to abandon for the ambulance. If we take private medical insurances, what is your accessibility with your people to get appointments in? What is the correspondence between your private medical people delivering your service to one another? How much of your diagnosis do you understand and can actively participate in doing something better? And what is the follow-up of your consultants after interventions? It's just all things that I'm asking. I'm not saying bad or worse. I just say, what is the resources of any consultant in London at this point in time that works at 4 different clinics to be able to do what they need to do to genuinely look after the client? It's impossible, we can't. We all know a lot of us fail. Do you know that 42% are compromised? Mental health, burnout, so much stress that it affects our work. And I can genuinely actively say for all of the people in the health profession that I know, that percentage is too low. I take that percentage up to 65%. Us people in the medical world do not have the resources ourselves to be able to maintain our own wellness. Yet you come to us to help you to be well. And that is the reality. Right, netball, ball and arm crush. Emotional trauma, brain severely impeded. I think this is so important for me because it feels to me like I've had another chance to live. I said my arrangement with every single guard in the world that I spoke to at that time said, when I get my arm back, I'm going to use it for something good. I promise I will do good with that. And I think that is one of the things why this is so important for me. Last thing that I wanted to say about health is I've been the fittest person in the world. I've run marathons, I scaled mountains, I've pushed weights more than most chicks I knew could. I wasn't well. I was severely depressed at one point in my life for 2 years, and the more depressed I was, the faster I ran and the further I ran. So I want you all today to make an unbelievable distinction between being fit, being the weight that you think that you want to be, and being well. Fitness does not mean I'm well. Successful does not mean I'm well. A lot of money doesn't mean I'm well. Wellness is far more than that. So, I don't need to say that anything more. Authentic wellness, genuinely 100% without a wither of a doubt. For me, wellness is a body, the heart, and head. All 3 of them influence one another all the time. My health foundation, your health foundation. The 8 hours a night that you need to sleep a minimum for all of us. the amount of water that you drink so that the water that you pass is clear, not straw or yellow. The way you breathe, the nutrition that you take in for your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and the 15 minutes a day where you are able to take time out for yourself. Time out means no phone, it means no chat, it means time out. Do you know that 95% of us cannot take time out for 15 minutes because we are too anxious and too restless? So think of the impact of your immune system, your digestive system, your brain. No wonder we're going all bloody nuts. So if we don't bring ourselves back from the computer screens and the talk and the noise in London and the pollution and this stuff going on all the time, throughout the day to gather ourselves to a place where I can see well, I can hear well, I can feel well, I can actually smell, I can feel myself and I can feel my little heart up, and then we come at night and then we can't switch off and we can't sleep. We spiral out of control all the time. So when you do nothing for yourself, our foundation, what do you put in your mouth when you eat? What do you drink? What is your choice to go to bed at night? Now it's very, very difficult, parents, because I understand that you've got no time the whole day for yourself and people at work. So that night time is the only hour, 2 hours in the whole day that you have for yourself. So I understand that it's really, really difficult to shortcut the only time that you have for yourself to go to bed in a proper time. But I'm asking you to be a little bit more creative in the day. Maybe just leave your desk lunchtime and go for a walk, 15 minutes. Authentic wellness is about looking for those 15 minutes. Where can I gather 15 minutes? I don't have time half an hour, but I have time 15 minutes. Now, Roshant, I'm so happy that you're here. There's a bit of a dichotomy because he's here because he's got sciatica. He was supposed to be in the Middle East, but he stuffed up his back. He was supposed to see me once a year and then he slipped up, he didn't. So I think there's a bit of justice.
Rough justice.
Roshant is the one person in the world that does his home exercises. I classify Rosh as a master. He is unbelievable and looking after yourself in such an amazing way, Rosh. A year ago he saw me, it was about February a year ago. It took me usually around 3.5 hours to get Raj's exercise program together. For Raj, I would have spent the 3.5 hours to get the exercise program together because Raj actually did his exercises. It is pretty damn soul destroying when you spend 3.5 hours in an exercise program because the client asks for it and then they don't do it. And then that same client comes back the next time and asks for an exercise program again. I say now, very politely, no. But for Raj, that was a pleasure. Raj came to me yesterday for an emergency appointment with sciatica. Raj, you probably passed your 30 minutes of sitting now. And this is what's happened with Raj. So he's now on Authentik Wellness screen as a client. He's done his wellness assessment. So when you go onto the Authentik Wellness website, you would be filling out an assessment, and then that's going to help you to decide whether you need to be in your body, your heart, or your head. So we can see now yesterday that Roger's body got 50%, real status quo. His heart is doing good and his head is also doing well. So Raj is going to focus on getting his body back up to 80%. So we're going to scroll down a little bit for us there, please, George. Okay, Raj recommended course for you. We spoke about it yesterday. That's going to be your body foundation course, and that's really, really going to help you with your proprioception, your balance, and your motor control. And it's segmentally going to go better, but it's really going to give you an overall do body things, and then you can choose of the others that you're going to focus. So Raj is going to click on start the course, and then he's going to have a daily little thing that he's going to do. And I try to get it in 15 minutes a day. Added content in the bottom. So there's just my stuff that I create and a lot of free time that I have. I think there was a bit of a heavy burden for Raj there. that might have had an impact, but we will see. But in any case, Raj, when you go to content, you can go and read a little bit to see what tickles your fancy. If we go up a little bit, George. Okay, let's see if we can see Raj's daily planner. Okay. Okay, so in an ideal world, it didn't work out today. Raj's program would be on his daily calendar. So Raj,
if you click on the right hand side of the view, it pops up.
And the events.
Yeah, just that view button there. Then
yeah, no, you will see that, but it's going to be better even because it's going to be in your daily calendar. But it's okay. There is this Raj's exercise. Can we possibly click on the... Well, when we're going to click on those exercises, it's going to be stuff that I've taken, the videos that I've taken yesterday for him. So it's very, very individual videos for him, yes? Go back for me one, please, George. Okay, let's go. I wonder what is that Suzanne Authentik Wellness. I didn't title that well. Just click on that one, please. It was last night, so forgive me. Didn't take me 3.5 hours now anymore. Click on abdominal beginners, please. So Raj, that is scheduled in for you on your program on the 4th of March, because I think you're going to be able to do that then. And then you're going to do it twice a week so that we start to address the core. So that is his 15-minute abdominal exercise. Right, we can go out of his personal program now. Thank you. And then let's go back to courses on the top, please. Okay, so there is the courses that we're developing at the moment is hospitalization, preparing you for surgery. When you come out of hospital after knee surgery, 10-week course. There's going to be Galapagos course for you. I've taken you to the Galapagos. I show you the Galapagos and you can read and learn from the Galapagos and yourself through the Galapagos. So psychotherapists, coaches, people that produce courses, people that want to teach people things in a beautiful, amazing way, and you want to bring it to a platform where people are going to benefit from your work. This is where we're going to publish that work. We've got content, so we do a lot of research. I read these big fat books, and I condense them down because I don't think that you're going to read these big fat books. And I try to get into layman's terms, so it's a lot of research. So you guys ask us questions and classes and then individual sessions. Can you tell me a little bit more about this? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Then I go and research these things and then I bring it to the platform so that you've got all your access there. Then we're going to go to videos. Now Raj is now under a coach, so I am his coach on his platform. If he worked with any of the other specialists, all of the coaches on his platform, doesn't matter who they are, we'll have access here and we all communicate together, we're all in the same pathway. So imagine now you are independent. Abby says, I don't want the coach, but I want to do the platform. She can sign up for £20 a month and she can go into the platform. She's going to do a wellness assessment. The wellness assessment is going to point her to a place where she wants to start her journey, whether it's head, heart or body or Health Foundation itself. Then Abby can click, for example, on videos and then she can click on body left. So she can say, gosh, I am interested in flexibility, I'm always stiff. So let's go to flexibility there. Then we're going to click on flexibility. Then she's going to go show the videos. That needs to be series, it doesn't need to be videos. Abby starts, so she's from scratch, so she's going to go level 1. She's going to click on the level 1 one, and then she's going to have little options there that she can do. So the fitness instructors now, the people that create great content, we're going to put you into these boxes: cardiovascular, flexibility, mobility, so your work can now be somewhere. You always ask me, can I have programs, Suze? Can you do a class? What happens if I can't go to the studio? How are you going to look after me? This is how we're going to look after you. If you travel for work, if you travel on holidays, your wellness goes with you. If I'm in South Africa, you don't want to see another coach, we do not have to break your positive cycle. So the reality is, it takes 21 days for us to form a positive cycle. 90% of us drop off after 2 weeks. We don't sustain it. The best intentions, the best everything. After 2 weeks, boom. And then we need to get back. And don't think that people that had positive cycles just jump on the quicker, a little bit quicker, but we still fall off. 21 days I have to every single day do the thing that I want to bring back into my life. So if you are serious about making a change, I think what you need to do is you need to say, right, diary, you're a priority. This is the reason of my priority. This is why this is important for me. I need to go that diary and I need to plan. So I realized through all the work, I just took it for granted that people plan. People don't plan. They don't know how to plan. They don't have a cooking faintest clue how to plan. So we go back to grade 1 now. And I have to start to people to say, come, bring your diary. When do you feel the best? Morning, afternoon, evenings? What? But it's really like that. So we're going to help you now. We're going to implement a diary. This is idiot proof. I said it needs to work for me. It needs to be really, really easy. So we're going to help you to plan and structure a diary. So it's realistic goals and it's aligned with what's important for you. So that we keep you in your positive cycle and then you're going to bounce from one positive cycle to the other positive cycle. And then we're going to flick it. Raj, thank you. So you can just sign up and you can change your password now. So the next question for us is, how much time is it? I've done well. I've got 3 minutes left. Wow, didn't think I'm going to do that. How can you help us? That's the real question is, you're going to help yourself first. I want you to turn yourself into a positive cycle. You're going to get a list of oikos. I've got the thing, not George. I'm waiting for him to click it. You've got 10 people in your life, significant other people that you really care for. It can be the person in girls that makes your flat white every morning, that you never look at because you look at your phone. But tomorrow you're going to go into girls and you're going to look in the person's eyes. You're going to say, how are you today, Jack? Good to see you. Same for me again, please, thank you. How do you feel today? We're going to start to see people again. Even the people in Marks and Spencer's, they look at me if I'm a freak when I say hello to them. And then I asked them last week, how was your holiday, Mary? And so, oh, you're the nice one that actually talks to us. It's not robots, it's people. I think we need to start to see people again and look in people and see the little lights in people's eyes, the little shine. So we're going to go to oikos, we're going to go own communities and we're going to see if we can get wilting plants to prosper. And then, if we see that someone has got a need, we might think of Authentik Wellness. We might say, actually, I think I know where you can find a place to help yourself. And I am actually a little bit bored to sit and listening to your moans every single night of my life. Let's get you doing something about it. So health then comes 70 cents a day if you want to subscribe for a package. Then we realize that subscriptions is terrible. It's a swear word because people feel like hook them around the ankle apparently. So if you don't want to subscribe, we're also going to make once-off purchases for you possible. It's also going to help us for our practitioners if they want to sell something, because we're trying to help our practitioners to make more money so that we can be a little bit more easier lives in London. So you've got once-off purchases, you've got a subscription, independent, that you sign up for a monthly subscription, or you get a coach that works alongside you. You have, sometimes in life we need to really do meals, we need to do wellness packages, we need to actually say this problem has been there for a very long time and I actually want to genuinely address it holistically. We all know those people that really suffer. That is a wellness package that usually takes 12 weeks to get those people genuinely better. That's what it takes. And then we've got retreats where we do the all stops, pause, reset, refocus in lives. So there's people that's absolutely exhausted. And then we've got beautiful SF Studios, a fantastic locality that we need to see if we can rescue in the next year, because as things are now, we're not going to be open for another year if there's not an unbelievable drastic change in the way that people feel that they get value for money. We can't charge less and people already feel that they pay a lot. So it's a very, very difficult situation that we be in. We as SF Studios believe so much on the support that we give you at home to go and get your positive cycles into place, holistically look after yourself in a meaningful way, that for every single recurring client, it means you attend SF Studio once a month, we will pay for your subscription in Authentik Wellness. It costs me money, us money, to have you on the platform because there's data that needs to be stored and that data costs us money. So if you don't use it, we are not going to pay for your subscription anymore. And I think that's fair. And I think that is the best solution that we can come up, that we have come up in the last 3 years. And with that, I think we're going to invite you to look at it once
if
more.
you're not in your best health to live? Drained, burdened, depleted, devoid of inspiration. Life has a way of bringing us to our knees. A harsh awakening, neglected backache, hearts craving solace, thoughts chipping away at our self-esteem. When did this reality become our accepted standard? Stop for a moment. Imagine a life where you're not simply existing, but actively thriving, where each day radiates with vitality, purpose, and joy, where every moment holds the potential for growth. Life is far more than merely getting through the day. Life is fulfillment. Life is purpose. Life is peace of mind. Welcome to Authentik Wellness, where we believe in affordable, holistic well-being that addresses the body, heart, and head. Here, we compassionately guide you towards uncovering the why behind your challenges and empower you with the how of your unique wellness journey. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Authentik Wellness acknowledges that no whole can be optimal if any one of its parts are not healthy. Only focusing on one part cannot lead to your full potential. Using our dedicated platform, you can easily start implementing small daily choices that evolve into habits which promote optimal well-being. Stay on track with your unique wellness goals and monitor your progress towards a vibrant life. Accomplish challenging but achievable milestones in your personalized wellness plan, specific to your needs. Genuinely connect with passionate, certified coaches for one-to-one support on your individual journey. Access and explore a library of essential expert wellness resources anytime, anywhere. With Authentik Wellness, it is all about the courage to take achievable steps, leading to sustained health, fulfillment, and peace of mind. Your wellness path carries the heaviest weight and the biggest impact. Get it right and add active, healthy, and joyful years to your life. Miss it and risk losing everything. Begin your journey today with Authentik Wellness. Take our free wellness assessment and explore all that Authentik Wellness has to offer in our free 21-day trial. Take a chance on yourself to heal, grow, and forever transform. If not now, then when?
Right, so health is now accessible and affordable. And then that's my bit done. Thank you.
Thank you.